facts and details of a narrative, characters, setting, author point of view, plot, all must be invented, remembered, and referred to as a single storyline is developed by multiple authors.
This is a game we call Story Time, and this is how we're going to play. I'm going to be the Story Time director because I have the pointer. I'm going to take this pointer, I'm going to point it at a Kidprov player. When I do that, they must start telling a story. Now, when I take the pointer away, what do you think happens? They what? They stop! That's right, but guess what? I'm going to take this pointer, I'm going to immediately point at someone else, and they must pick up the story exactly where the other person left off. Even if it's in the middle of a word or a sentence, doesn't matter. They have to pick exactly right up. Okay, now, since this is improvisation and we're making it up right off the tops of our heads, I'd like for someone, again, I want you to be creative, get inside of your brain, create a title of a story that you've never heard of before because you just thought of it right now. Just right now, just on top of your head. Yes? Cat on your windshield. This is a story about the cat that's on your windshield. Okay, very good. Cat on your windshield. Here's our story starter. And begin.
It was 6 o'clock in the morning, and I was really late for work. I was driving down the highway, and all of a sudden, I saw this person driving by next to me, and they had a cat on their windshield, and the cat was screaming, meow, meow.
And I said, I bet that cat really doesn't want to be hanging onto the windshield like that. And I thought, just a second, maybe the guy doesn't know that's a cat. So I drove up ahead of him and I waved and I said, hey, you've got
a cat on your windshield. Do you realize that? And all he could do was look at me
and laugh. He just laughed and laughed and laughed, and you know what he did? He turned on the windshield wiper. Well, that cat started going back and forth, drawing the windshield with his poor little feet.
And I noticed as I looked rather closely at the cat, there was something wrong with the cat's foot.
it had
12 toes. I couldn't believe it. You could count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. They were all
there. All 12 of them. It's been kind of hard counting a cat's foot that has 12 toes. But, as I said, I was looking at this cat, and then I saw to my left a larger cat
who was actually sitting on top of a book.
Hawk. He was on top of this guy's mohawk, and to me that seemed very weird. But then I did notice this guy was communicating with the extraterrestrial being. Now, at first, that did not
bother me. But then I thought, hey...
What if this guy doesn't even know this cat?
Well, I found out that he did because that was his cat antenna on his head. That was helping him to
think and see into the future or communicate with aliens, which you have to do all three. So anyway, the cat
was tapping away on the top of this, right there where he was standing, and I decided to follow him a little ways. Well, I
noticed inside of a window there was a person eating some food, and on
top of the food was a
chicken that was covered with
sausage.
It was a little Cajun dish. And it looked tasty, so I
decided I would try some. So I ordered the waiter over
and said, could I have some of that
chicken andouille?
And he, running beside me, said, yes, I could
give you some of that right
now. So he took a dive straight into the car that was next to me. And how that car got in the restaurant, I'll never know. But he started swimming in the gas
station. He was swimming in pools of
gasoline.
We need the title of a story that's never been written, and yours is?
The Really Old Whale.
Thank you. The Really Old Whale.
We were standing on the beach one day, looking at the waves come in and out and in and out, and we saw a spout out in the sea. So we got in a boat, and we went out to where we saw the spout. And there, beneath us in the boat, looking up at us with ancient eyes,
was a really old whale who swallowed a pea in the water.
And we asked the whale, hey, so you like peas, huh? And the whale said, oh yeah, I like the peas. They're my favorite thing to eat. And I said, oh really? I said, that's interesting. I said, you get peas in the ocean all the time.
Yeah, he said, I like them because they're green and, you see under my fin here, all this bacteria, it's all green. I think I probably...
Roll it up into little tiny balls and eat it up. It's tasty.
And very gooey. And when I can't settle for that, I take fried okra. That's very cheesy and never ever gets old at all.
Because I have the fried okra, what stays very, very good, no matter how hot it can get.
And, after I eat the fried okra, I...
Usually have a nice bowl.
A soup. That's nice, hot, fresh, with yucky stuff.
Now, the yucky stuff I really once in a while.
And I can find that at the bottom of the ocean because that's the best place for...
Yucky stuff. And...
Let's leave it there. That was wonderful. That's the best place for yucky stuff is on the bottom of the ocean.
The moon was a silver dollar in the sky. The lobster was a pair of scissors. Morph promotes and enhances both creative and critical thinking skills through the creation of visual metaphors. All you need is your imagination and a variety of everyday objects.
Now it's time for a game we call morph. Who can tell me what morph means? Raise your hand. Tell me what morph means. What does it mean to morph? Somebody talk to me, tell me. I want to see some new hands. Give me a new hand. Well, okay, tell me, what does morph mean?
Well, morph means you're in a shape and then you change to another shape.
Excellent. You're in a shape and you change into another shape. Good. You change from one thing into another thing. And that's what we're going to do in this game, okay? We're going to use our imagination. Somebody tell me what this is. Everybody, what is this? Just tell me. It's a cone. It's a cone. What we're going to do is this. We're going to let the Kidprov players change this into something other than a cone. But you give me a suggestion right off the bat. What could this be besides a cone? What could it be? Tell me. What could it be? Okay, it could be an ice cream cone. So it's a different kind of cone. Who can show me an ice cream cone? Very sad. All right, what else could it be besides an ice cream cone? It could be what? It could be a hat. It certainly could be a hat.
Yeah. I'm styling now.
One more thing. It's not a hat now, it's not an ice cream cone. What is it? Okay, dunce cap? But hang on one second, because that's kind of like a hat. So let's stretch a little bit. What were you going to say? A beak. Yes, it could.
Quack. Quack.
Yippee, as Paul would say. Good. We're going to play blind morph, which means in just a moment, I'm going to ask them to turn around. So they can't see what the object is, and when they turn around, they have to immediately start thinking of things. So, here we go. All right, if you'll turn around and become blind, here comes the very first object, our first object that you may or may not recognize. All right. Here's your object, and go.
Dr. Valerie, let me take a good look at your eyes. Let's see, open wide, please. There you go, there you go. All right.
I know I'm a doctor, but stop looking at the... Okay.
Ah, he's up there. Little Red Riding Hood. What do you have in your basket? I'm ready.
All right. Here we are, and go.
Uh-oh, my nose is heavy.
Good job, good job. Mr. Kong, I brought you some licorice. You doesn't like the black kind.
Now, we've had to cut back on the superconducting super collider a little bit.
Darling, who put much starch in my fur?
And now here's the Arch in St. Louis.
Dirty.
Okay, Dennis, don't be such a big baby. It's just a little shot. You okay? Come on, go ahead. Oh, beautiful. Come on.
I like these newfangled inflatable canes. Rocket coming into mirror.
Mom, my lower intestines popped out again. Yes, you too can have thighs of steel.
Improvisation builds speed of response, complexity of response, creative thinking skills, critical thinking skills, flexibility, self-confidence, empathy. All essential components of the learning process. Humor is a vital aspect of improv, immersing students into a novel, laughter-inducing situation where they must use what they know to make up what they don't. Kidprov challenges you to look for new ways to apply improvisation to your teaching. Experiment. Morph your classroom into a place where fun becomes a vital part of the learning process. And who knows, you just might find that perfect strategy that will motivate those students who are working below their potential. In effect, reaching those unreachable stars of your classroom. And remember to have fun.
Yeah!